All right, boys, I'm live. We are live. All right. So yeah, I am very close to becoming a Twitch affiliate. Okay, an official Twitch affiliate. So please go there and please watch my stream. Okay. I just need. Hold on. Let me give you a. I just need. Why is the stream buffering? Okay, it's not. Jesus, sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. Let me write this down. All right, hold on. I will also post this on my Discord and also on my WhatsApp as well, because some of my family members said that we will join your stream. All right. I will also post this as a status. Hold on, man. Hold on. We are gonna do this. All right, we got him. Okay, let me share this also on my Discord. Give me a minute. All right, I'm like almost done. Hold on. Okay, what is more? All right, We are done. We are live. All right, we are live. We are freaking live. All right. So hold on. What's up, Ananya? What's up? It's been a long time. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Also, don't call me sir, man. It's kind of like weird. Just call me Sid. I'm doing good. How are you though? I'm having some food. We are gonna start drawing soon. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let me finish this. Okay, so in this video, what I'm gonna do is, like, I have some references at hand, okay, and I'm gonna use those references, but I'm not gonna use the colors in the references. I'm gonna put up my own color schemes for the references. So if there is a analogous color scheme in the reference, I'm gonna use the same color scheme but with different colors. So I'm gonna use the analogous color scheme, but I'm not gonna use the colors that are there in the reference. So that will allow us to understand and to learn how to use colors, or how to create your own color schemes, okay, when you're literally drawing. So when your drawing is complete, then you're freaking stuck with, oh no, what color should I use, okay? And sometimes what happens is that when you're coloring, okay, when you're choosing the colors, when you're coloring, then something or the other just falls down, okay, just falls apart. All right, so you have to first get your sketch done, okay, get your drawing done. Second, establish the values, okay, and third, then apply the colors to the values. All right, but that is all, I don't know, boring part. So when you go from grayscale to color, that is the boring kind of like part. We just directly go to color. we do the values in our brains. Don't worry about it. So I'm having kurmure chiuda, Ananya. I'm having kurmure chiuda. And there is also bread and cheese and kurmure chiuda. I don't know if you can see that. And also these Shankar Parai. Yes, Diwali festival is near, so we gotta eat the freaking farao. Are your Diwali preparations done? Are you done with your Diwali preparations? I'm like almost done. Oh, you can have some too. You can have some too. Here you go. Here you go. Have it. Oh. Jesus. You're really excited for Diwali? That is very cool, man. That is very cool, very cool. Very cool. Okay, so as an example, in the last stream we did these 4 paintings, okay, or I don't know, drawings. All right, But this one, the color was like different, like half it was red, yes, in the background, but on the character it was also red, but I changed it to green. So this is what I call by concepting color and developing your own kind of like color scheme. So when you look at this color scheme, it is red and green, or you can say that it's a teal color, okay, but the teal color is not apparent because the other colors are like not green. So green is not, so the pure green is not anywhere over here, but so that is why it almost like looks like a teal color. So yeah, sorry, it almost looks like a green color rather than looking like a teal, okay. And sometimes what people do is like they also use a cyan, directly a cyan as a complementary to red, so that also works as a green, okay, if any sort of like green or blue is like not present, sorry, green is not present. All right, so this is basically a complement. We created the complementary color scheme over here. It was analogous completely, or monotonous, in fact, not even analogous, it was monotonous color scheme, but I added this green on him, so we created the analogous color scheme. All right, but this was like 50-50%, okay. So we took the 50% of the red, sorry, the colors which was the red from the reference, and the other 50% I don't know, chose the green, okay. So this was like 50-50%, but now today we are gonna do it like 100%. We're just gonna use the reference just for, I don't know, just for sake of like having the reference and for the lighting, yes. All right, this is almost done. Now I can start. Oh, it's Ali the artist. What's up, back? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, man. I haven't started streaming yet. Sorry, I haven't started drawing yet, not streaming. I have started streaming. What the frick am I saying? Time for the mosquitoes to arrive and harass me again. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna start with something very simple, alright? I'm gonna start with very simple, okay? The existing colors are blue and orange and red. Alright, orange and I don't know, yellowish, sorry, reddish orange, okay? These are the existing colors in the illustration, but we're gonna change that. So it is a lantern, so we're gonna make the lantern really freaking blue. So I'm gonna do the blue lantern. All right, then the blue is freaking gonna shift. Jesus Christ, who the frick is this? Okay. Sorry. Okay, the blue is gonna shift to the greens, or yeah, to the greens. Okay, I'm gonna shift the blue towards the greens. All right, this is something. All right, and then what we can do is like have the background as a yellowish background, or no. Okay, we will try yellowish background. All right, we will try yellowish, or I don't know, orangish kind of like background. Yeah, like a sunset. All right, like a sunset. So these are the newer colors now. These are the newer colors. Gonna push it towards a reddish kind of like orange or something, I don't know, very red. All right, we will see what happens. We will see what happens. This is gonna be very different. We will see what happens. Okay, now the rest of the painting is like almost, rest of the reference is like almost freaking black. All right, so I'm gonna do the blacks. Okay, I do not know. I haven't tried this technique yet. This is the first time that I'm like trying this, but I'm pretty sure that this is gonna work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. All right, I freaked up. Okay, I'm not gonna do all of the, I don't know, things right now. Hold on, let me add some gradation as well. So this is gonna shift to the yellows a bit. Yeah, look at that. All right, I think that's enough. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. All right, so this is the, I don't know, the skeleton of the drawing. Okay, So we have our values in place, all right, and we have a base color in place, all right. Yes, please go to Twitch so that I can I don't know, become a Twitch affiliate. Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Hello Ali the artist, welcome to Twitch. I see 2 viewers. If you want to chat, you have to log in. Okay, you have to log in into your Twitch account, and then you can chat. I just need one more viewer for Twitch. Need one more viewer for Twitch. Need one more viewer on Twitch. That's it. Keep the stream on, please. Help me reach affiliate. All right. Let's continue this shit. All right. Okay. So the light is gonna be blue. All right. So what I'm gonna do is like, I'm gonna start painting the blue freaking light over here. All right. This is almost like a split complementary, but also it's a split complement, the original kind of like thing. Sorry, my bad. I was like, is it split complementary or is it extra or just complementary? Sorry, my bad. Don't worry, I will fix the light. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. Let me first draw the light everywhere on the body and the face and shit. All right, then we will try to fix everything that is like wrong. All right. Yeah, this is the tricky part. All right, this is the freaking tricky part. The face has so many freaking shapes. Okay, so that is why it gets freaking difficult to kind of like do the freaking face. All right. Okay, this is kind of like weird. Her face looks like freaking weird. I'm gonna fix it, don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix that. Alright, I think this is like a basic lighting scenario. Yes. Like the base lighting is like done. All right. Okay, now I will pick the green and just paint the green everywhere, because everything is gonna freaking turn green instead of the blue. Okay, the green is on her body over here. Okay, so everything is gonna turn green because the blue is gonna shine very brightly, but the green, then it just, I don't know, dials off itself. Oh shit. I will keep the face like really freaking bright, and I will have the blue change to almost like a whitish color. All right, with a blue kind of like halo on the side. All right, we will do that so that we know that it's like a blue kind of like flame. All right, so yeah. Yeah, this is why this is like very tricky. All right, this is why I wanted to do this, because this is the most kind of like trickiest part of it all. If you mess this up, yep, everything goes to shit. Everything goes to shit. So you do not mess this up. This is where you learn actually freaking, I don't know, color. All right, this is how you actually learn color. Alright, now there is some kind of like green over here, so I'm gonna add the green. No, not the green. Okay, I'm gonna add somewhat of a reddish kind of like tone. Sorry, not the green, because the sky is gonna, I don't know, blast its lights off on the floor and cause it to be kind of like red. Alright, so yeah. Okay. Now there is some grass over. We can start adding the freaking grass now. Okay, there is no, we cannot, there is no need to worry about it now. Okay, because the main kind of like painting is like done. All right, now we can start adding some grass. Sit. Main character is like done. Now we can start adding the rest of the shit. The wheat. This is wheat, by the way. Wheat was like difficult for me to draw, but then I kind of like understood how to draw it, how to simplify it. So yeah. All right, this is done. I can do like more stuff if I need to. I mean, like adding the textures and all that kind of on her clothes and shit. All right, like this. But this is a kind of like color kind of like study, so I'm not gonna do that. We'll just do some kind of like part of it. Yep, that's it. This is done. Okay, over here, alright. Over here, we can have some sort of like a bluish transition. Alright. I need to mention something. Hold on. I need to say something. Hold on. I will explain it. Alright, so the green to red kind of like transition, it goes something like this. Alright, it goes something like this. It goes from green to the blues and towards the reds. Alright, so when transitioning from this green light to this red shadow, the half tones over here, this part, alright, this part, it's gonna be blue. Alright, so remember that. Keep that in mind. All right. Okay. She has a kind of like a red lipstick, so I'm gonna do a magenta kind of like tone over here, just for the sake of it. Yeah, something like that. Now it's fine. We can also keep the red if I want to, just to accentuate more stuff. I'll just keep the red. All right. I'm not gonna add the magenta and shit. Alright, this is done. We keep it to full scale until we do the second one. All right, right now I'm just doing something very simple. I'm not even pushing anything else. All right, I'm just gonna do something very simple. Don't worry about it. Something very simple, and this, we did this like really nicely. I never kind of like thought we could do this. So yeah, look at this. It's a grayscale background, just like the reference. All right, and a darker kind of like a silhouette for the character, and a light which is like shining on her face. All right. And a lighter kind of like light shining on her face. So yeah, when you turn it to grayscale, it just pops off. Yep, we did it. This is a very This is a changed lighting as compared to the actual reference. All right, next up. So this is also a very simple scene. All right, I do not know if I can put this. Oh, okay, I can put this on the canvas itself. All right, so this is also a very simple scene. All right, so as you can see, the main light. Hold on, let me drink some water. Alright, so as you can see, the main light is yellow, okay, and the seats are red. Alright, so this is an analogous color scheme. Alright, this is an analogous color scheme. So this part over here, hold on, Jesus Christ, hold on. Alright, so this part over here that you're seeing, alright, this is almost like a magenta, so this is like an analogous scheme. So yellow, red and magenta, slight magenta, so an analogous scheme. All right, yeah. So now we're gonna change it. Now we're gonna change it to a different kind of like analogous color scheme. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we can have. What can we have? All right, it's a freaking red or an or a orangish red, a freaking yellow or an orange. All right, and a freaking, I don't know, a magenta. And I'm gonna push it to a magenta. So this is the original color scheme. Alright, this is the original color scheme. You can also consider this as a red and orange scheme. Alright, if you want to. It's basically a red and orange scheme. I just added the magenta for the darker kind of like red. Alright, you can consider this as a red and orange scheme. So it's still analogous. Don't worry about it. Alright. Now what we can do is like, we can either go green, cyan and blue, okay, or we can go a magenta, violet and blue, or a red, magenta and violet, something like that. We can do something like that. Oh, it's keto! Let's freaking go. You can just go on Twitch and watch my stream, man. Just go on the link over here. Just watch my stream. If you do not have Twitch, it's fine, man. Don't worry about it. Just go and watch my stream. Also, hello people on Twitch. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. If you want to chat, you have to log in. All right, you have to log in. If you want to chat, you have to log in though. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Kiro. Thank you, Kiro. Thank you so much. Are you talking about my color or the color from the reference? Are you talking about my color? If you're talking about my color, then thank you so much. All right. Let's stop freaking procrastinating. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do a very different color scheme this time. All right, I'm gonna do a very different color scheme this time. We are gonna do the crimson red. All right, we are gonna keep the crimson red. All right, then shift it to a magenta, a pure magenta, and last but not the least, a violet. All right, so this was the color scheme before. This was the color scheme before. Now our color scheme is this. All right, so yeah, these are like very different colors. So I'm gonna do that. We will see what happens, because I have never used these three colors before. I have never freaking used these three colors before. So let's try to use this. Gonna paint the background to a complete violet. Checking the values. Gonna keep the chairs to the red and magenta kind of like things. All right, I'm gonna keep the chairs close to the red, just because they are red actually. Also, is the music on? Yes, it's on. Sorry. Oh, thank you so much. Yep, I'm changing the colors of the reference like completely. This is how you learn color. All right, this is how you learn how to kind of like create your own colors and your own color schemes. I'm changing the colors of the reference according to what I feel that is right. I shared my portfolio, sorry, my color kind of like works on like social media and everywhere, like on my Facebook and shit. Okay, and people just freaking went crazy today. Whoever saw it, they just went freaking crazy. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Although I will definitely say that my colors have like grown a lot, to be honest. Like I never thought I will be this good at color, because my colors were like full of shit. I used to freaking overthink a lot. Okay, so my colors were like full of shit. So yeah, and that is the problem with like every freaking artist. Like at the beginning their colors are like super shit. Once they learn how to simplify stuff, okay, once they learn how to simplify color, then it gets really interesting and really special. Then they freaking improve. So you gotta learn how to simplify color. Okay, I'm gonna draw the freaking character now. Just because I can. I'm just gonna put in a silhouette of the character over here in magenta, that too. Okay, this magenta is like, I need to tone down the magenta. I have never used these color combination before. This color combination is like very different and very weird, in fact. So it's very weird. to be honest. I have never used this thing. Also, for people watching the stream, if there are like new people or something, I don't know. All right, I literally stream every day on Twitch and YouTube, so please be sure to subscribe. Okay, this is the tough part. All right, this is where it gets freaking tough for me. Like every freaking time, this gets like really freaking tough, because the facial kind of like features are like very I mean there are a lot of shapes in the face, so it gets tough. Okay, I need to tone up the magenta. Not this much though. Alright, this is fine. I might tone down the red. Alright, hold on. I will tone down the red because it's like too freaking bright. So I will tone down the red, and then the magenta will kind of like balance itself off. Alright, now that looks kind of like good, because the red was like too bright, so the magenta was like not getting apparent, not being apparent. Now if you look at the freaking values over here, okay, look at this. Now the magenta is like freaking apparent. The gray, the red is in the half tones, the mid tones, and the magenta is in the, I don't know. All right, whatever, man. I might have fricked up. Sorry. It's fine though. It's fine. This is how you freaking learn color. And I wanted to do this because I am gonna make a video on color. That will be probably the second last or last part of the color series. All right, so this is like almost done. I just need to do some shadows over here. All right. And what else? Jesus Christ, who the frick is like pinging me on my phone? Alright, now it looks much better. All right, this is much better and much nicer. And then last but not the least, we can add a violet to this. All right, to the edges of the seeds over here, we can start adding a freaking violet. All right, this is how you freaking vibrate freaking colors. This is how you freaking vibrate colors. This is called as freaking color vibration. Anyways, like some things are remaining. Hold on, I will do them. All right, this is done. So this was kind of like difficult but also fun in a way. Yeah, I will add the spectacles to him. Don't worry about it. He has the spectacles. Don't worry about it. PewDiePie is always, don't worry about it. He's always telling everyone, don't worry about it. I will brighten the color on this face, so hold on, give me a minute. Alright, that's it. I'm not gonna do more, because if I keep doing more, then I will be over here for the entire kind of like stream. Alright, so yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. So yeah, we changed the colors from like yellow and red analogous scheme to a magenta, red and to a violet, magenta and red analogous scheme. So yeah, there we go. There we freaking go. We can darken the color of his coat if you want to, but I do not know how that will look. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. Nothing too special, man. Nothing too special. It looks good. I don't know. I will just keep the bright one. Alright, whatever. Anyways, let's move on. So this is a very weird color scheme. I don't know. I kind of like do not like the plain, the original magenta color over here. Alright. So I kind of like do not like some colors. Like for example, this kind of like orangish color, and even this bluish kind of like color. All right, sorry, this bluish, and then this orangish kind of like dirty color, and this magenta. Okay, so yeah, I kind of do not like these colors, because they kind of like look very, like the blue looks very dull. When it's like mixed with like other colors, it almost looks like a gray. This orange, or I don't know, yellow, it looks almost like very dirty. I don't know. Okay, and this magenta is like too weird. So I do not like kind of like these three colors. I don't know, man. Maybe I cannot use them. yet. We will see. Alright, let's move on. I'm not gonna keep yapping about color and shit. Alright. Yo, the Grunblade. I have seen you after so freaking long. What's up, man? How is going? How it's going? What are you doing? What's up? What's up? How's it going? Alright, let's move on. Alright, what are we doing next? What are we doing next? Hold on, let me see. What are we doing next? What are we doing next? Shall I do a monotone color? I don't know. That is not so exciting, because monotone color you can change it like anyhow you can change it, but if you are doing like two or more colors, then it gets really difficult to change the colors. All right, so we are not doing monotone color. I have two monotone references over here. I do not know why I kind of like chose them, but we are not doing monotone color. All right, this is the other reference then. We are doing this one. Look at this. We are doing this reference now. This is, I think, already a freaking painting, if I'm not wrong, because look at this light over here. Jesus Christ, why did I pick up painting? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna change the color anyways. I don't know why I chose a freaking painting. I mean, whatever, man. Also, Grunblade, how are you? He did not reply. Anyways, on YouTube, he did not reply. Poor guy. I don't know. He may be busy, guys. He may be busy. Like people are my followers are like really freaking busy. That is the reason why I do not get any viewers. All right. So yeah, we are doing this. So hold on. People are freaking busy. My viewers are freaking busy. Okay. For this one, this is a freaking magenta. Okay, a magenta, a yellow, where is the freaking yellow coming from? Because it has kind of like a yellowish tone, and also some part of it is like a freaking green, but also there is violet as well. Okay, I don't know, this color scheme is freaking weird. Maybe it's a complementary, sorry, split complementary like this. I don't know. Yeah, this is not a yellow, this is a orange. Okay, so it's a analogous scheme, sorry, my bad. It's an analogous scheme. It's an analogous scheme. Yeah. It's an analogous scheme. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. It's a freaking analogous scheme like this. Alright. So now we're gonna change this. So this is the same freaking colors, okay, that we used in this. Alright, that we used in this. Alright. So this is the same these are the same freaking colors that we used in that. Alright. Now we're gonna change that to a very different color. So what I'm gonna do is like have the light, or this magenta light, to be orange or a yellowish kind of like light. Alright, have the light to be orange and yellowish. Alright, then the shadows and the darks can be slightly red. Okay, let's move on to the reds, or maybe the orange red or something, I don't know. Alright, and then what is remaining? We can push some things towards a lime yellow or a green. Alright, push the very lighter parts to the lime yellow and green. So this part over here, this part over here. Alright, so yeah, we will do this color scheme. Alright, this is a very different color scheme. I have done this before. Okay, I'm not saying that I have not done this before. I have done this before. Alright, I have done this color scheme before in a painting, but this is my I don't know, kind of like my first time to do it on a to change it on an existing kind of like piece or painting, whatever you wanna freaking call it. Alright, I'm gonna add some gradation just to make stuff like simpler. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna add some gradation. This reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077. It's almost like that. So I never kind of like use gradation, but in this one I'm gonna add it just to make it like very simple. So we can skip the gradation if we have more time, but this will probably take a lot of time if we do not kind of like use the gradation stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna freak this up finally for a very I don't know for the final one, or maybe the second last one of the stream. Okay, I'm finally gonna mess this up. Yeah, we will see though. If I don't mess it up. All right, we gotta put the light. We gotta put the light. Yep, I'm gonna mess this up. Hold on. We got ourselves a very clutch situation over here. I'm gonna mess this up. Jesus Christ, this mosquito! Oh my god, I will have to bring in the big guns now. Mosquitoes are freaking eating me alive. Mosquitoes. Yep, we will see. We will see. I'm not so confident about this one, guys. I'm not so confident about this one. I did the first two like really nicely, but no, I'm not at all freaking confident about this one. I think I'm gonna mess it up. I also need to check the chat. Hold on. I only have one screen. I might have to bring the phones. Yeah, I think I messed this up big time, bro, big time. I messed this up big time. But still we will find out for sure. Give me a minute. Might be able to salvage this shit. No, no, Jesus. All right. No, 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 no. Yep. I'm still gonna try it, but I do not. Okay, honestly, I do not think that this is right. To be honest, yep. I don't think this is right. But we will still try. Okay, we will still try. I still have kind of like some sort of like semblance and hope, but we will see. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just freaking concentrating, so give me like 2 minutes, alright? I'm about to of this shit. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna put all of the lines because that is not gonna look good. All right. No, I do not like this. I absolutely do not freaking like this. This is a bad drawing. Yes. I do not freaking like this. I will change the lighting on her, so give me like 2 minutes. Jesus Christ, this mosquito. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, he's dead. Kill all the mosquitoes in the world. But no, that will create a catastrophe, to be honest. If all of the mosquitoes died, it will create a freaking catastrophe. It will be a catastrophic failure. Okay, so I got the background color to be good enough, alright, but the character color I fricked up, alright. So now we have to somehow fix the character color. We have to somehow fix the character color. So think, the lighting is yellow, so the character color has to be kind of like an orangish color. Instead of a peach color, which I kind of like did, so it has to be an orangish kind of like color. That is looking too orange. That is definitely looking too orange. We can have this, all right. We can go with this, all right. We can go with this. We can go with it. Okay, we will go with this. All right, we will go with this. Yeah, we will go with this. All right, we will go with this. I honestly do not know if this will work, but we will see. All right. This is freaking Korean, I think, if I'm not wrong. I'm writing Korean now. Sid writes Korean. If this is like something explicit, I don't know what is like written, so please YouTube do not block me. Is it Korean or Chinese? I don't even know. This letter looks like Chinese, but the other one, this first one is like almost like a Korean. I don't know, man. I do not understand the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. I kind of like recognize Japanese because I've been watching too much Japanese shit. Alright, but I do not understand Chinese and Korean. Korean is like more, I don't know, roundish. Like all of the letters are like very roundish, but this is also roundish. So I don't know. All right, the values are good. Okay, the values are good. I'm not gonna complain about the values, but everything else is like, oh shit. Hold on, let me just adjust the value of this. All right, this looks good. Now I just need to adjust. Okay, now I'm gonna fix this. I just need to adjust the skin tone, her skin tone. All right, I just need to adjust the skin tone. Everything else will fall apart then. Everything else will fall apart then. Fall in place. Sorry, not fall apart. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry about that, guys. I just need to adjust the skin tone now. All right, this, okay, so in the reference the skin tone is like almost as close to the surrounding. It's like almost like a magenta color, so maybe I should push it towards the red. Okay, yeah, this is the tricky one, guys. This is the tricky one. Yeah, I think this one is fine. I think this one is fine. Yeah. I think this one is fine. Yeah. This one is much better in my opinion. The skin tone. Might as well slightly lighten it. Yeah. I think this is fine. It is kind of like dirty, but it's fine. We can run away with it. Yeah, it's fine. All right, whatever, man. I am not gonna do more of this stuff because this is crazy. This was very difficult, to be honest. The color kind of like scripting stuff. All right, this was very difficult. I could have done this better, yes, but I don't know, and I do not like it as much as the other two. All right, so yeah. All right, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We are doing kind of like one more. I want to do one more. All right. I want to do one more. All right. Because I'm kind of like not happy with this one that we did. I want to do one more. All right. So I'll be right back. So give me like 2 minutes. All right. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Oh, the XY luminosity thing started. All right, hold on. Let me change it to the original one that I always play. Yes. Why did this refuse to loop? I kind of like put it on loop, the music, but it refused to freaking loop. All right. Alright, give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Be right back. All right, give me 2 minutes. All right. All right, I'm back. I think this looks good now. With like fresh new eyes. This looks kind of like good. The third one. Oh shit. Alright, I wanna do one more. Alright, at least one more. What's up, Sin? What's up, man? How are you doing? It's been so long. Also, hi pra. What's up, man? How are you doing as well? Guys, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, please do follow me on Twitch as well, alright? Jesus. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining in. I just need like 4 days of your attention. Alright, I need 3 viewers for 4 days, okay, in like 30 days. That's it. That is all I need. So if I'm doing like 30-minute stream per day, alright, so I need 3 viewers for the 30-minute kind of like stream. So I'm gonna do one more. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. Which one shall I do? Which one shall we do? Okay, I'm gonna do the first one. Okay, this is also an analogous scheme. Alright, I'm gonna copy this over here. Alright, look at this. This is the painting. Okay, this is almost like an analogous scheme, but if we kind of like break down the freaking colors, all right, it's gonna be reds and the skin color, okay, that's the orange kind of like color, I don't know. All right, you can also use the red as the skin color. That also kind of like works, but then this is the freaking blue. So I don't know where this is going, like maybe split complementary, but then the highlight is kind of like a Prussian blue or an indigo? Huh? What the frick is this? Or maybe I have chosen the wrong blue. So yeah, maybe there is the only Prussian blue kind of like stuff. So this is a split complementary. Yeah, it's a very, I don't know, narrow split complementary. Very weird split complementary. So yellow and Prussian blue, and then there is the red as well. So yeah, yellow and indigo, and there is a red as well. So yeah, that kind of like indigo almost like turns into a violetish kind of like stuff. See over here, almost like a violetish stuff. This is the original color scheme. All right, now we're gonna change it. Hold on, let me put this on a new layer. Okay, now we're gonna change it. So let's see. Okay, sorry for disturbing you, Sin. I can't say this name. This name is like very weird to pronounce. Axlis. All right. Axlis. All right. So that's why I call you Sin. All right. Sorry for disturbing you. I will not disturb you. Sorry. All right. So we're gonna change this to this green, okay? And then I'm gonna keep the red kind of like tone, okay? So I'm gonna change the reds to a violet. All right. Okay, hold on. This is not right. I'm gonna change the red to a very crimson kind of like red. So right now it's like a orangish red or a normal red. Now it's like a very crimson red. All right. And I'm gonna change the blues to like a violet or a purple. Alright, we are still staying, so over here we are still staying in the complementary scheme, alright, but then I'm slightly changing the hues, alright. So yeah, we will see how this goes. This is gonna be weird, but we will see about that. So the highlight is the lemon green, her core is literally a magenta or a crimson red, and the rest of the things are like violets. Alright, so yeah, we will see how this goes. Let's go. I think we can have the same freaking effect with this one as well. We can shift the green. Okay, what we can do is like shift the green towards a yellowish kind of like lemon yellow. All right, so we can do this as well if we want to, that is, but we will see. I don't know, that may not be necessary, and I will show you why. I will show you why is that not necessary. Okay, I'm gonna fill the entire shit. with a purple, or sorry, a violet, and then I'm gonna start painting the face, the face. Alright, we're gonna start painting the face. So these colors I have not done before, this combination of color, but and that's a big but, a big booty, I have used these colors, all of these colors, in different paintings. So I have not done this combination, but I've used these colors in like different paintings. So what the frick is this? I have used all of these freaking colors in different paintings. Okay, that is a freaking leg. I did not notice that. That is a freaking leg. It's not something else. That is a freaking leg. I'm gonna draw this face later on. Okay, let's draw the main face first. Let's draw the main face first. Let's not complicate stuff over here. Alright, now I'm gonna add the magenta. Don't worry about it, don't be scared. We still need to add a lighter color of the violet, or I don't know, blue, or sorry, violet, yes. Yep, I think this will work. This will work wonders. This shit works. Alright, I will add the violet now. This almost like kind of like reminds me of like Harry Potter. To be honest, I don't know, this kind of like scene, it reminds me of Harry Potter because they also have kind of like the same uniform, so it almost like reminds me of Harry Potter. And as you can see, I am not using very saturated tones over here because I wanna stay like true to the original. The original does not have like too much saturation of tones, so I want to stay true to the original. Now we will start adding shadows. Alright, well, we will start adding shadows. Hold on, before we add shadows, we will do a quick. Facial features kind of like lesson. This Russian Indian guy will do various facial feature lessons. Don't worry about it. Okay, her lips are like red, so I'm gonna do the same kind of like red. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. She's looking beautiful. Okay, now that the facial features are done, all right, now that the facial features are done, oh, hold on, give me a minute. Okay, now that the facial features are done, for the shadows in the greens, what we have to do is we gotta choose we gotta move the hue. Okay, so this is the green right now. All right, this is the green right now. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do it over here. Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you. Okay, this is the green right now. Okay, and over here, if you go to the left side, it's the yellow. It's the yellows, then oranges and reds and shit. All right, and to the right side, it becomes more greener and more cooler. All right, it moves more towards the blue, towards the teals, and then cyans and blues. All right, yeah. So what is like happening right now is like, this is a warm light. Okay, sorry, this is a cool light. All right, now we gotta, in the reference, this is a cool light. All right, but in our case, that is a freaking warm light. That is a freaking warm light. We cannot go to the reds. Okay, if we go towards the yellows, it is gonna look shit. All right, it is gonna look shit. All right, this is a warm light, and everything in our reference is cool. The red is cool, the violet is cool. All right, except for the green. Green is the warmer kind of like color in our case. Okay, but over here, the red is hot. Okay, in the reference, the red is freaking hot, and this light is freaking cool. All right, that is a reverse kind of like thing that is like happening. Okay, our thing is like very different. So yeah, so that is why for the shadows we have to go towards the cool. That is why I kind of like painted the eyes in the purple color. All right, we gotta remember that. We gotta remember that. I'm also gonna try, hold on, just for your sake, okay, just for your sake, I'm also gonna try some warmer shadows, just for your sake. Don't worry about it. But for the warmer shadows, I'm not gonna move towards the yellow. I'm gonna choose the red, a very desaturated red for the warmer shadows. Jesus Christ, if you guys can hear a lot of like honking, it's because I live in India. So yeah, it's everywhere there is like freaking honking over here. Don't worry about it too much. Alright, so look at that. That looks so freaking dirty. Alright. Why does this look dirty? Okay, even if I kind of like paint all of the shadows to a purple looks fine, okay? But the red, kind of like the desaturated red, it looks freaking dirty. Alright, why does this look dirty? Because this is not in the same kind of like thing. Alright, same hue. Alright, this is like too much of a shift. Okay, we can keep the blue. Sorry, we can keep the purple if we want to, but it's not gonna look good. Alright, now if I saturate the red, hold on, let me saturate the red a bit. Okay, it looks good because everything else is like saturated, so saturated colors kind of like balance out the desaturated kind of like this green. Okay, now this looks good, but still I'm not gonna add the red. Okay, I will try the greens. If it doesn't work, okay, if it doesn't work, then we can think about the red. All right, then we can think about the red. Look at this. I chose this kind of like teal color, teal green. All right, you can choose the other green as well, this one as well. All right, you can choose this one as well, it doesn't matter. Okay, this one is more grounded. Okay, and you can play with the gray greens over here. Okay, you can play with a grayish kind of like green over here because the light is almost like a green and the shadow is like a green, but you cannot do the same thing with the red or the magenta. Look at this, this looks bad. All right, even the violet, it kind of like it's gonna look bad. Look at this. Okay, this looks fine, but still. All right, you cannot do the same thing with the red and all of the warmer tones. They are gonna look bad on the cooler colors. All right, they're gonna look bad. They're gonna look muddy because the muddy colors are the desaturated ones, like this. Okay, these are the colors of the mud. Okay, they are gonna look like mud. All right, so to avoid that, you do not use them in shadows, especially in shadows. All right, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this green. All right, I'm gonna also paint the eyes as the greens. We can also do the violets if we want to. I don't know, man. Maybe we should. Oh shit, the red kind of like oh my god, the red lipstick is almost gone. I was explaining everything to you guys, but then I missed the red lipstick. Jesus. So yeah, and the green and the red kind of like complement each other, so that also kind of like worked. So the green is like super useful over here. Alright, this one was a very important lesson, to be honest, in my opinion at least. So if you found this useful. Okay, so for the lipstick over here, you can shift the lipstick to the violet kind of like side. All right, to the violets. You can shift the lipstick to the violets, because whenever the magenta kind of like goes towards the violet, towards the cooler side, it becomes a violet. All right. So yeah, you can do that just for I don't know, playing with colors, I guess. You know, you can put the iris as a magenta, sorry, as a violet as well. Yeah, something like that. That looks so much better. Right. Okay, this one was right remaining. Hold on, let me try. All right, that's it. We are done. Oh my god. Hey, you can add a half tone if you want to, because it also kind of like has a half tone to it, so you can add that if you want. It is not necessary. I do not normally like to do half tones. I don't know, man. I just blend stuff. If there is a need, I blend stuff. Yeah, look at that. If there is a need, I just blend stuff. Half tone is fine, but the thing about like half tone is like, hold on, let me show you. The problem with half tone is like, if you do it like really thick, it really turns out bad. Okay, so you have to uneven the thing. Okay, yeah, look at that. So one side will be thicker and the other side will be I don't know, slimmer or something, I don't know. And also 50-50 things, 50-50 half tones not good, 50-50 light and shadow not good. It does not look good. 50-50 never good. So yeah, that is the half tone. This is how you do a freaking half tone. Very uneven. Anyways, Jesus, I took a lot of time. Sorry about that. Now we will add the other face over there. All right. So what we're gonna do is like, this. Right, this looks weird. Yes, this looks weird. So give me like a minute to fix this shit. We can of course skip this if you want to. So I'm gonna probably end up like skipping this. Yeah. right. Just adding a shadow over here, sorry, light over here. All right, that's it. This is done. Oh, there is light over here as well. Sorry, my bad. That's it. This is done. Now for the final kind of like part, we will add the highlights. All right. Oh wait, I forgot the cherry on her face. Jesus Christ. Jesus, I forgot the cherry on over here. All right, that's it. Okay, I wanted to kind of like tone this down, but I don't know. I will tone. No, it does not look good. All right, I'm just gonna keep this. All right, now for finally we will add the highlights on her head. Am I able to enable channel rewards on Twitch or YouTube? On Twitch, I do not know. Okay, I need 3 viewers per stream on 4 different days for the affiliation. So maybe after the affiliation, I might be able to add the channel rewards sin. Maybe after the affiliation I might be able to add the channel reward. I don't know, man. At least it does not show me anywhere like channel rewards or something like that. Okay, hold on. Viewer reward. Okay, there is something like viewer rewards. Hold on, let me go into that and see for myself. Okay, there I have enabled drops. Okay, yeah, I have enabled drops, but it is for like different games and stuff. It is not for art. I don't know. I have enabled drops and open reward campaigns. I don't know what that is. One is for Minecraft, and then Street Fighter 6, Road to Copper Cape. Okay, these are just, I don't know, rewards for like in game. I don't know, man. But I have enabled drops, if anything. If that is like what you are kind of like asking. John, probably, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining in. John, probably. All right, final thing. All right, I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. All right, now the highlights. Okay, this is a freaking, I don't know, purple. Okay, this is a freaking violet or purple, whatever you wanna freaking call it. All right, now the highlights are normally whitish, okay, or maybe near halfway. All right, but since this is a very dark hair, we're gonna do the halfway thing. Okay, we can do the whitish kind of like stuff as well, just to keep it like very close to reality as possible, the colors to very close to reality as possible. But I don't know, I'm just gonna put in like some highlights towards the like some of the highlights I will keep like very saturated. All right, I'm just gonna roughly do the highlights. I'm not gonna do the highlights very. Okay, so over here, all right, so this part over here, these are some of the highlights which are darker in color, so I'm gonna do them like this. Right. I'll do them like this. Yeah, so if I turn this into grayscale, it still looks proper, like an actual kind of like highlight. All right, yeah, even over here the highlight is like very darker, so you do not do the gray over here. Okay, a common mistake is to have highlights towards the grays, something like this. Okay, hold on, let me show you. Yeah, something like this. Okay, you do this and everything falls apart. Everything will kind of like look muddy and stuff. All right, after you have done such a good work in like color, everything is gonna look muddy. So that's why you do not do that. Okay, I mean, you can still do that if you want to. It's your opinion, it's your choice, but ultimately it's gonna turn out muddy if you do that, because there is no kind of like the excitement of color that is like needed. So yeah, that's why it's gonna look muddy. Okay, and then I'm gonna paint some of these highlights very darker, so with the purple, sorry, with the violet. Purple is more close to magenta. I always kind of like forget that, so Jesus. Something like that, yes. I don't know, this is probably too I don't know, it's probably too much in my opinion, probably too I don't know, too crowded. So I'm gonna remove that. I'm just gonna keep this plain kind of like thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Whatever, man. I mean, I can still do that, but still, I'm not gonna try to do it too much. Okay, I will do it like this. I say I'm not gonna do it, but then I try it, and then I freaking do it. It is always the freaking case with me. Always the case. Jesus. All right. Yep. You can slightly, okay, there is a tip, this is a tip, okay, you can slightly tone down the saturation of this highlight, slightly, just to kind of like make it even better looking. But I don't know, I don't like that effect. If that is like your wish or your thing, you can do that. Yeah, this looks good, this also looks good. But I'm gonna keep it like this. Anyways, that's about it. So this is done. You can darken the highlight as well. So let's see how that looks. Alright, that also looks good. A dark kind of like highlight. So that also looks good. But yeah, this is kind of like the experimentation of things, all right, of color. All right, so this is how you freaking learn color and like try and like learn to, I don't know, concept color, I guess. Yeah. Okay, now this is looking very green. Okay, so this is a problem now. This is looking very green, so I'm gonna reduce the saturation of this green. Okay, this is looking very green, which I do not like. Okay, this can be better, so I'm gonna reduce the saturation. All right, now that looks much better in my opinion. Now that kind of like harmonizes everything else, because that was like kind of like looking like very freaking green which I do not like. Anyways, this is it. We can do some more things, maybe change the highlight to even darker color. I don't know, the highlight is like standing off too much in my opinion. Maybe we can reduce it to a dark color. I'm sorry, I'm just experimenting thing. If you do not like me yapping about stuff, I'm sorry about that. Alright, something like that. Yeah, that works wonderfully. Can increase the darkness as well. All right. Yep, we got him. All right, I'm gonna put this painting on a different layer. So this is okay. Now I want to compare this to, okay, this is almost the same as this painting, but with different colors, but with completely different color, except for maybe the magenta, which is like a very closer to the red, okay, and also the kind of like violet, which is also closer to the blue, but it's still, both of these colors are like different colors. All right, different colors than the red, than the previous ones. All right, so yeah, even the green is like closer to the orange, but still it's like a completely different color. So and it still works, and it still freaking works wonderfully. So yeah, I like this. I like this very much. This is how you learn color. This is how you kind of like play with color, splash colors. All right, this technique is very, I don't know, powerful. So yeah, you just take a reference, you figure out the colors in the reference, all right, and then you change, you pick out your own colors, okay, be those in the same kind of like color scheme or in a very different color scheme. So for example, if I had done this is in a split complementary scheme, but if I had done this in a triadic scheme, that would have also worked, or maybe in an analogous scheme, that would have also worked wonderfully. All right, so yeah, you can do that. All right, this is it. This is the final kind of like thing. Hold on, let me arrange this properly and then I will talk to you guys. Now look at this. Look at this, very different colors, okay, from the reference that we did today. All right, the references had very different colors, and the final kind of like paintings have like very different colors. The last one is like very I don't know, very muted color in a way, very muted colors in a way, yeah, very retro and very muted colors, I don't know. So yeah, very retro and muted. Sorry, my throat is freaking gone. I have been talking for like freaking two and a half freaking hours. I do not understand how these other streamers kind of like talk for like 12 freaking hours. Okay, how other people stream for 12 freaking hours? I don't understand this. I do not understand the logic at all. Sorry, not the logic, the effort put in. How is their throat not gone? Completely demolished, like devastated. Their throat will be like completely gone, like literally. All right. All right, that's about it. So this is how you learn color. So yes, these colors may be a little bit weird or something, okay, at least that is what I feel. Like they are kind of like weird, except for this one and maybe this one, and this one I do not like at all. Okay, this one could have been like much better, but still it is like weird. This is the most weirdest color combo ever because of the magenta. The magenta is like, I don't know, man. I don't like the magenta, kind of like it's too attacking in a way. But anyways, I just wanted to experiment with this. I just wanted to test it out with this. I don't know, man. All right, so yeah, this is still fun. These 1 and 2, okay, these two paintings turned out like really good. All right, but this one, no, it's fine. I mean, it is still in the analogous scheme. In the analogous scheme, it's fine, but still could have been much better. Anyways, that's about it. So yeah, tomorrow, okay, I wanna go again with the fluorescent kind of like colors. All right, so tomorrow what we are gonna do is like, what I'm gonna do is tomorrow, like turn all of the references that I have in like black and white, turn all my references that I have in like black and white, all right, in freaking black and white, and then color it. Okay, I have done that before, but I freaking failed. But I freaking failed in that. Okay, turn all my references in black and white and then freaking color it. That is the next freaking step towards the color. So this was step 1. Okay, no, sorry, this was step 2. Okay, this was step 1. This one was step 1. So over here what I did was I picked the same color as the as a reference for the background, but then I changed the color of the subject. Okay, so that is like step 1. Now this is step 2. Okay, I changed the entire color scheme of the reference. Okay, now step 3 is like turning your reference into a freaking grayscale or black and white, all right, and then applying colors to that. So that will be equivalent to you making a drawing and then coloring it like in like grayscale. Okay, like shading it like in like grayscale and then coloring it on top. Okay, that will be equivalent to that, all right, something like that. Or what I can do is like turn the whole reference in like lines, like sketch lines, all right, using a filter and then color that shit. Okay, that is another kind of like difficult part. Okay, we will see. I don't know. I will try that thing. If that does not work, then we will try the black and white and then coloring that shit. All right, yeah. And yeah, I will also try some like fluorescent colors tomorrow only. Okay, with the same freaking technique, because fluorescent colors are like super difficult to do. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you an example of like fluorescent colors. Pinterest, where is Pinterest? Oh yeah, look at this, look at this. Hold on, let me turn it on OBS. Yeah, look at that. These colors, these are super freaking difficult to do. All right, these are super freaking difficult to do. So that's why I wanna freaking try it. These colors, look at this, look at this. This looks super cool. This looks super good, but this is very difficult to do. Very difficult. The problem is, okay, the problem is the grays. Okay, the grays are the problem. The saturated colors and the highlights and the shadows, that is not the problem. The grays on the hair, especially the hair and elsewhere as well, is a problem. If you do not do the grays properly in this, you just frick up everything. That is the main thing, and I freaking suck at doing grays. I freaking suck at doing grays. If I do not do this yellow kind of like gray that you're seeing over here where my mouse pointer is, okay, this yellow kind of like hair gray in the hair properly, it's gonna frick up. It's gonna freak up the whole. You make one mistake in this one, okay, you can get away with a lot of mistakes in like normal paintings, okay, that we did today, okay, in like normal kind of like, hold on, let me show you. Yeah, like this one, okay, this is a normal kind of like color, okay, and Jesus, why is everything like explicit over here? Why did I open this up? All right. Yeah, look at this. This is a normal kind of like color. These are normal colors, okay? You can make mistakes over here. You can get away with mistakes. But in this, you make one mistake and it looks freaking, it just goes to shit. It all looks freaking weird and shit. I have done that before. That is why I'm saying that. That is why I'm saying this. I have done this before. I have done that mistake and everything fell apart. This requires a lot of good colors as well as proper values as well. And I also kind of like want to try this one. Hold on. Like look at this. The highlight or the shadows that they do, like the ambient light that they do is like a very opposite color to the main kind of like fruit color, main color. Alright. I also kind of like want to do this, so I will try this tomorrow as well as this one, the fluorescent kind of like colors. Yeah, this is AI by the way, so yeah. Yeah, look at this. Try to imagine, okay, how to understand this type of coloring. Try to imagine a white plaster sculpture. The color would be the lights. Yes, that is how it works. That is a good explanation. And in this it's all white, the light is all white, but the shadows are colored. So yeah, that is also a good kind of like reference to have. Alright, this is how you learn freaking color, okay? And this is super good color, okay? This is super good color. It's even better than the fluorescent one, okay? So yeah, I kind of like need to do this more, like the shadows or the highlights or the ambient lights, you paint them in like opposite colors or a different color, I don't know. Look at this, such a good color kind of like stuff. Even this is good. These two paintings, yeah, look at this one as well. Super cool colors. Yeah, this one as well. Like they have combined the grays with the saturated colors. Everything else is gray except for these saturated colors. Very cool color, man. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. It's AI? Okay, I'm gonna put this into AI. I don't think that this is AI. Hold on. I don't know, something is like written over here. I don't know, man. I'm gonna put this into AI just to be sure. Okay, I don't know. If this is AI or not. It does not look like AI. Okay, I can't figure it out. All right. Jesus Christ, man! I don't know what to make of this. But this is cool, man. This is cool. I don't know if this is like AI and shit. No, I don't think so. This looks like AI. I'm gonna put this in painting style and things. All right, so yeah, this is what I want to do tomorrow. All right, at least one of this, like this one. Okay, this is like easier than the fluorescent ones, so yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay, this one is also good. If you want, I will share my Pinterest on my Discord. I think I shared my Pinterest on my Discord. Yeah, look at this, look at this. Such cool colors, such cool colors. Look at this, all of these colors, really freaking good. Yeah, I saved it already. Woo, looky! Holy shit, man. Yeah, look at this one as well. God damn. I don't understand how people are so good at color. I just don't get it. Like I'm nowhere near this. And you people think that my color is good. No. I am nowhere freaking near this. Look at this. Such good colors. Look at this. I think this is AI. Yeah. This is definitely AI. Oh, look at this. This guy practiced colors. Yeah, this is definitely AI. This is a painting. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Such good colors. I don't understand how people do this. I just don't. This is crazy. I'm just saving everything, man. I'm saving everything. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm just gonna stop doing that. I was getting too carried away. Sorry, man. I was getting too carried away. All right, this is it. And so after looking at those colors, now look at my color. They are so full of shit. Oh Jesus Christ, man. They are so. The only one good is like this one. These colors are so full of shit. Now. All right, that's about it. I'm just gonna go and like crash out somewhere. All right. All right, that's it. Oh my God. All right. All right, so that's about it for today. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for listening to my freaking bullshit. All right, and following my shit colors and shit. All right. So yeah, that's about it for today. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. So I literally stream every single day at like 7 p.m. IST. Okay. So please do subscribe for that. All right, subscribe me on YouTube and follow me on Twitch. All right, so help me. Please do support me so that I can make a freaking living out of this. All right, and also do join my Discord. The link is in the description of this video and my YouTube channel. And my channels. And if you want to support me, you can do so on my buymeacoffee.com. The links, all of the links are in the description of this video, and also on my YouTube and Twitch channel, so be sure to check them out. Alright, so tomorrow we are gonna be back with color, more freaking color. Okay, we are so freaking close. Don't worry about it. We are gonna be back tomorrow. Alright, goodbye. Also, thank you for joining me on Twitch as well. I just need 3 viewers on like 4 days for like 4 days. Like one day is like done. Today's day is like done. So tomorrow, so 3 more days. All right. All right. Goodbye. Goddamn, this was a big stream.